What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome to the Better Baseball MLB DFS podcast and live stream recording here for Tuesday's 12-game main slate. James, they have loaded us up here early week here. We had a 10-game Monday. We got a 12-gamer on Tuesday to get into here. We know we are in Coors Field, so that's going to play a part. Cincinnati, Colorado, continuing their series here. So we've also hit the time of the rotation with pretty good amount of quality pitchers on the slate, unlike we had to deal with Monday, where a couple of good guys that we thought were good, turned out to be not so good here. Freddie Peralta looking at you. And hopefully a better opportunity now. Kershaw, Gossman, Verlander, Castillo, Javier, Steele, Wheeler, Beaver, Cobb, Ober, all pitching pretty damn well right now. So a good amount of starting pitching here. They're not cheap, but at least there's options.
Just looking through the list, I'm hoping there's a little more value than there was on Monday too, John, because we ran out pretty quickly, and you and I got to Tanner Houck and Michael Wacha as our two like value-ish pitchers. So
I'll tell you this: our guy McLean still 2K.
Still 2K, yeah. Still 2K, so we'll be able to afford just about anyone we want. There is actually some good value anyway on the mound. So it should be a fun slate. Lots of interesting arms, lots of interesting matchups. And yeah, Tuesday's usually the big boy of the week. But
Howard Bender on the playbook.
Howard Bender, his one playbook a week, Tuesdays. Respect Howard. You all the dirty work for that slate. But here you and I are again on a Tuesday, ready to dominate.
100%. Let's get into Vegas. Any spreads or totals that we have available to us?
Yeah. So going to Coors, I don't even see Coors official. Let me check my military time.
Yeah.
Minus
just remember that. Just remember, what time.
I already got it. I already got I already made
Get
sure
your calculator out, do the math, figure out the time.
Nothing official on the Cincinnati game. Do we have a pitcher listed on DraftKings for Cincinnati?
Williamson
will make his major league debut. Okay. I don't know if you see in the
against Chase Anderson, by the way.
Oh God. The note on Williamson, by the way, is Williamson's numbers at AAA Louisville have been poor.
Well,
that's good.
No better way to turn that around than in Coors Field.
Yeah. So no total there, but I mean Chase Anderson versus Williamson seems to be a barn burner of a matchup. Let's see, what else do we got? Run line or over unders 9 in Seattle, Boston, 9 in Arizona, Oakland. That could be an interesting game. Tommy Henry versus Kyle Muller. Brady Singer and Seth Lugo in a 9-run total. So nothing like standing out. We're just obviously waiting on what transpires in the Colorado game. Moneyline favorites, Kevin Gossman minus 175 against the Yankees. Justin Verlander minus 170 against the Tampa Bay Rays. That's surprising. That is, given what the Mets are doing right now, Verlander minus 170 favorite against the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay, sure. Jordan Montgomery minus 175. I would bet that right now, by the way. I know Verlander's good, but like you get plus 140 on the Rays. How many times have you been able to say that this year? Christian Javier and the Houston Astros minus 165 on DraftKings Sportsbook over the Cubbies. Seth Lugo minus 210 against the Royals at home, and Clayton Kershaw and the Los Angeles Dodgers in the late night hammer minus 205 against Bailey Ober, even though Bailey Ober has been nuts.
Yeah, that too is kind of wild here. Let's get into it. We got a lot to get to, right? Got 12 games, a lot of pitching.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can talk about all the top guys here, but that would take forever just breaking down every individual starter. So why don't we just talk about the guys that we like, matches that we liked, matches that we're looking to at least target here on this slate. And I don't mean to just make it the obvious play here, but we do have Kershaw at 11K against Minnesota at home. Yep. That one to me certainly sticks out as a matchup that we likely will be looking to take advantage of. And then I know he hasn't pitched all that well at times, but we do have Jordan Montgomery at home against Milwaukee. We know Milwaukee struggles against lefties. He's faced Milwaukee already this season. 7 innings, shutout, 9 strikeouts. So, yes, I skipped a lot of pitchers in between, but like, how many people do you think start their rosters with an 11K Kershaw and then a $7,400 Jordan Montgomery here, man?
Yeah, I assume that's a popular pairing. As long as people look past the couple blowups that Montgomery's had. I mean, he said 2 blowups, and then every other start has been very good. Pretty much quality starts in all but one, and that was opening day where 91 pitches. And so yeah, I like Montgomery 74. We know Milwaukee is dreadful, big highest strikeout rate against lefties. Minnesota's third in strikeout rate against lefties, so I fully agree on both those fronts. I kind of like Christian Javier quite a bit here. Cubs kind of scuffling, getting mowed down by Framber Valdez on Monday. And Christian Javier has really taken off lately.
Yep.
11 strikeouts his last outing. He's now gone 11, 8, 6, and 10. The walks, were finally like pitch count's been good, getting deep in games, like just quality start monster, just like Valdez is. I mean, that's what 5 straight starts with
Mm-hmm.
quality outings, and
Yeah,
well, I
he's been great.
guess
He's been great.
so. I
Do
like
you think he'll
Javier
have any
96.
trouble striking out Chicago? They currently rank against right-handed pitching 23rd in strikeout rate, just 21.9%.
Yeah, they could in theory. I know this lineup is maybe a little more prone to striking out with Chris Morel in the fold,
Sure.
and Saya's someone who strikes out So and 2 of those guys weren't in the lineup to start the year, so I suspect there wouldn't be a lot of issue. Christian Javier also is just missing bats against everyone he faces. I
Mhm.
mean, um, the Angels. I know the Mariners strike out a lot. Philly, Atlanta. Does Atlanta strike out a lot this year against righties? Ninth highest strikeout rate. So, um, where's Philly on this list? Philly 23% league average. So, like, I don't know. He's been striking. He's just missing bats. Like, he's
Sure.
just an elite guy. So, there may be some.
To that point, just the last 2 weeks, Chicago 25% strikeout rate against righties is the 4th highest. That comes with almost an 11% walk rate as well. And we
Right.
know Javier at times can be a little bit wild, though much better recently. So the good name of the game here is kind of narrowing down player pools when you have this
Yep.
many. So like you want to throw Kershaw, you want to throw Javier in there. Again, I have Montgomery kind of already checked off. Anybody else for you when it comes to pitching here?
Yeah, I love Zach Wheeler in this spot against San Francisco. I know San Francisco has been good against righties, but they just lost Jock Peterson to the IL. They got Brandon Crawford back, and if they're going to play him every day, like that's hitting 160.
Right.
Like that's not like someone I'm worried about coming back into the lineup. So yeah, I mean, I kind of like Wheeler. He has started to really turn it around. 2 of his last 3 starts have been excellent. The one, exception was Boston, but Boston, that was in like the middle of Boston's torrid stretch. But 7 innings, 1 run against Toronto, and then the start around the Boston one was 6 innings, no runs against Houston. So, and then 11 strikeouts to strike. Like, love Wheeler 92. He's a 10K pitcher. And then thank God Shane Bieber started striking people out again because like
Yeah,
it
I
was
know.
getting a little concerning. 9 strikeouts his last outing, 6 scoreless innings, 9 strikeouts, 2-0 victory in that game. So I like Shane Bieber quite a bit. The White Sox, as we know, is just there. We saw the mouthing of Tim Anderson saying "I hate it here."
Yeah, Jose
Um,
Abreu. Yeah.
I mean, like
You're
it
lucky you're
could
gone. I hate it here.
it could not get any worse. So I really like if you don't get up to Kershaw, I understand. If you get to Kershaw, great. Obviously, like he's pitching like he's the best pitcher in baseball
Yeah,
again.
like he's chasing another Cy Young.
Right. But if you were to like drop down to next year, or even go Kershaw and one of these guys, Javier, Wheeler, Bieber, instead of going Montgomery, like I think that's viable. I'm perfectly fine getting to Montgomery. His price tag is stupid, just considering a blow up. But I love that 9K tier. I think it's super elite.
All right. Again, moving on our way down here. We mentioned Montgomery. We rode Tanner Houck here for a little bit. Got unfortunately caught up to him in the 5th inning. Gave up the 2-run homer to Cal Raleigh, then gave up a double, and then gave up a walk, and then a reliever came in and gave up another home run to Cal Raleigh. So his stat line doesn't look all that great for 5 innings. Long way to say Nick Pavetta's taking the mound here. $6,600. Any interest in Pavetta here at all against Seattle?
I probably should. I just think more highly of Houck than I do Pavetta. I don't think Nick Pavetta is any good.
Okay. That's just throwing him out there, just seeing, just testing the waters. Anybody else here then for you?
I mean, what do we make of Brady Singer's last start?
I don't want to pitch him in San Diego personally. He pitched against the White Sox. We just talked about it. I hate it here.
I know, but like San
Diego
Diego is
4 strikeouts. It's not like he dominated this game. They pulled him after 80 pitches, even though this doesn't scream to me like beginning of the turnaround. He just ran into a dead team that doesn't want to be there.
All right.
At home, and I was on the road against one of the best lineups in baseball, supposedly on paper. Game value, talent wise,
I don't know where else we'd go then.
There's nobody.
I don't think so.
I think that's the answer. We go Kershaw, Javier, Wheeler, or Bieber. Both of them are fine. And then it's Montgomery.
You could probably play Lugo at 8K. Against the Royals. He's been good.
I kind of like the Royals, but I get you.
I mean, we both like the Royals. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
4 homers the last 3 games for him.
Yeah, the home run's not great. But just throw it out there.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Catcher position. Talk to me. Where are we going?
Cal Raleigh. I mean,
lefty power for that. We talk about it all the time, right?
Yeah. I would say obviously Tyler Stevenson's going to garner a lot of ownership. Jonah Heim against Jared Schuster. We've talked about Jonah Heim this year against left-handed pitching. That feels really good at 4,500 if you're getting to Texas. Texas, the ball continues to just fly out of Texas nightly. I know
Williamson is a lefty, by the way, and we have Elias Diaz.
So. Yeah, and we have Elias Diaz, 43. I also think you could probably play Wilson Contreras, the catcher, not the outfielder, because Wilson Contreras is a catcher again. We saw the Wade Miley regression coming from a mile away.
True, screamed it from the rooftops. In my playbook that day, I used the Breaking Bad gif. He can't keep getting away with it. I'm glad that he didn't get away with it.
No, he got shot by a team who didn't hit lefties. So
That's true.
St. Louis does.
Almost won me $50,000 for like
that's true. This
is true. Until it didn't.
Until it didn't. Still had a good night. The Cardinals do hit lefties, so I would play Contreras. But you're right. All roads lead to Elias Diaz here at 4,300. Or Cal Raleigh 42.
Yeah, Gabriel Moreno gets a lefty and Kyle Mueller here.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing kind of with Langoliers on the other side of this game. Gets a lefty. Or Carlos Perez, whoever's catching for the Athletics. That game could be kind of interesting. I know we tend to tout the Athletics a little more than probably anyone else in the world, but Tommy Henry is pitching to a lot of contact this year.
James, I have to interrupt this program briefly just to let you know that the Moose is on the loose, just homered.
Oh my! That's the first time he has actually come through. I think this year. Shout out to the Moose.
Second home run of the season. Homers off of Hunter Green here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Just had a brief little mention there. Grendel Grichuk followed up with a double. Wheels coming off for Hunter Green here. This is the
Hunter Green experience. He'll be fine.
It really is. All right, back to the main slate at hand here. That's probably it for me. At catcher.
Yeah, I was going down to value, and I don't think I want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you. First base, Paul Goldschmidt gets Wade Miley, 59. If you believe that regression continues, that feels like a pretty good spot.
Yep.
Let's see here. Where's our guy? There he is. Christian Walker's 4,100 against a lefty.
Feels silly.
That feels silly. That's a good way to put it.
I didn't know what else to say.
No,
Just silly, right?
silly feels like a good way to put it.
Yeah,
That is
he just rakes lefties.
that's a cheap price point for Christian Walker here at $4,100. I was looking at the top guys. I'm like, where is he? He should be like 48 or something here. I'm like, I don't see him. Nate Lowe's there. Like, where? Oh, there he is below Alec Boehm, Christian Walker. So it's a misprice there,
That's
ladies and
the spot.
gentlemen.
That's the spot.
That's a misprice. Go down past Patino's 38 now after being 42 forever. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll still play. I mean, what is Chase Anderson these days? I mean,
he's gonna get chased here, John. That's
I like it. Well, Spencer Steer is 3,500.
Yeah, and he's good against righties. Like this great spot.
Mm-hmm. I got nothing else here.
So I am taking interest in what Josh Naylor has done lately. 3 home runs in 3 games. He's homered in 3 straight. We've talked about this a lot, and I know, and it's primarily around Lance Lynn, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, he has been very popular for the last few slates. And the last time we did this recording, late last week against the Royals, we had, I think, what was a 4-game slate, and we were like, why is Lance Lynn
He's like 40%,
popular?
right? Something like that.
Dude, 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 2 home runs, 2 walks. Like, he is terrible. And like, for a guy who was great his whole career, outside of anomalies in sports, Justin Verlander, LeBron James, Tom Brady, that tier, everybody gets bit by father time at some point in their career, right? This is happening to Lance Lynn. He's pitched a long time. He's been really good. I know the Guardians' offense is not good, but I like this ballpark for hitting. I like Josh Naylor's power upside in this ballpark, and Lance Lynn is very bad. So I'm not sitting here and I'm not going to ever suggest a Guardian stack because you've said it all year, and I just like, not that I haven't listened, but like I've kind of just in my head thought they were better than they are, and they're not.
They're not.
They're just.
They have one superstar, surrounded by a whole bunch of crap.
They're like the Nationals. They're just scrappy. They're just like they don't strike out, right? They just have a bunch of guys. But like this is the 4th best ballpark if you go to our MLB ballpark factor on Fantasy Alarm to hit in. Lance Lynn is getting demolished by lefties. 350 average, 1,100 OPS, 467 WOBA. Like, that's atrocious. Those are like 467 WOBA. It's not, and then it's not like he just made a start. Like, he made 8 starts this year. He's 1-7.
So
or
1-5.
5.
Like Naylor, Kwan, and
Ramirez. I honestly wouldn't even probably go that far. Jimenez, I might just go Naylor. Jimenez has been pretty bad. I would probably just go.
Team has been pretty bad.
Right. Naylor's home run in 3 straight games.
Sure.
Jose Ramirez is a superstar.
Correct. Just 2 minutes.
And he's now just 5,200.
Okay.
I would, and if you look at Ramirez, 5 hits his last 3 games, right? Like starting to come around as well. I would play those 2 in a 2-pack stack. If you wanted to get crazy and wild, maybe like you said, Jimenez or something. But I do like Josh Naylor here at 3,300. I think just given what we know, Lance Lynn is going to be popular. Seemingly, like every slate, people just think he's going to revert back to this guy that he's been. And because, again, he gets a bad lineup, right? Like, Kansas City was supposed to be that bad lineup. They weren't. So I do like Naylor. Like, obviously, it's hard to overlook what Christian Walker is for $700 more. But if playing multiple lineups, if playing, MME, I could be persuaded into some Josh Naylor.
Okay, I mean, you've made a lot of good points here. We know Lance Lynn, as we mentioned, we've kind of beaten up on him a lot this year, especially with the lefty bat. So I can get behind it. I mean, it's unfortunate you get Bell at the same
I know,
position,
dude.
so
I know it stinks.
um, can't really double stack that, but that's fine. Anybody else should play Prado here? 27.
Yeah, I would play Prado.
Jesus Aguilar
Yeah.
against Henry.
Yes. 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 See,
I know
first is interesting.
he's been awful. One hit in his last. Quick math here, like 15 at bats, maybe something like that.
He does. Let's see. Right. So against lefties, though, John.
Yeah,
Against lefties, though, you're onto something. You're cooking with something here.
480 probably, right?
And you're not just cooking ramen. You're cooking like some gourmet soup here. You know.
First of all, I like ramen.
I do too. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying you can't like ramen, but like
When you eat
cooking.
your ramen, do you eat it as a soup or do you drain the liquid out and just eat like the cooked noodles with like the mixed
Awesome.
package?
So I was in college. I was more of a drain the broth and put hot sauce in it kind of guy. And since I've just gone to, I enjoy soup, like broth
Okay.
in soup. So I'll just leave the broth in.
Okay. Yeah, I usually would drain it and then I would add in that little like pure salt flavor packet that they would throw in there.
You do it after?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I'd mix it all up and I'd eat it that way.
I cannot
You
get behind
leave
that.
just a little bit of the liquid there so it like mixes well with the
I was gonna say, I mean,
and then it coats it like it's like a sauce.
ooh, I was gonna say if there's no liquid and you're doing that, like we gotta have
Yeah,
a few
you need a little bit of the
conversations.
moisture to mix with the mixture so it makes like
Right.
a sauce, but it's not a soup now, it's like a sauce.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Anyway,
I was a little concerned if it was just like you're just mixing dry noodles. I don't know.
what I do is I do a bite of noodle, then I just dump some of the salt back in there. Yeah.
Oh boy. Back to Jesus Aguilar and
What are his lefty splits, James?
333 average, 4 home runs, 442 WOBA this year.
$2,700.
Pretty good.
It's not bad.
Pretty good.
$2,600 even. Matt Carpenter's 26 if he's in there against Singer.
Yeah, it's fine.
Could
I
be.
think there's like too good a value to go to like Carpenter, unless you're playing a San Diego stack.
Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go second base.
Still has the best stash of the game.
Great stash.
I wish he did it earlier in his career, right? Like peak Matt Carpenter. Imagine he was doing that, like having like the
all these guys go to the Yankees and they like cut
know.
their hair, they grow the mustaches, they they look the part,
Yeah, it's
even the mullet for crying out loud. Like
yeah, I mean it's
whole identity.
It's outdated, but yeah.
No, it's a professional
John.
Second baseman. What'd you say?
Oh, we just got a big Christopher Morel 3-run home run off our boy Framber Valdez. Quality start streak snapped already.
Christopher Morel is once again on my bench in our auction league because he is facing Framber Valdez. He's now homered 3 times in 4 games, all of them on my bench. I am second to last in our league in home runs.
I'm last.
Could really use. Yes, I'm only ahead of you. I'm in third place in our fourth place now in our auction league, or our auction roto league, with the second fewest home runs in the entire league. So, yeah, unfortunate. I'm also last in RBI. So I am great everywhere else. I have no power, no home runs, and Christopher Morel.
Well, you have power. He's just on the bench.
on the bench, man. On the bench, 3 home runs and 6 RBIs in 4 days on the bench.
The Christopher Morel.
What am I gonna do? Sit Jonathan India, Corbin Carroll?
No. The Christopher Morel experience today, John. 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a home run.
It's keeping him in the league.
Yep. All
right. Excuse me. Back to second base where Morel, I think, is even eligible. He is. You have Simeon at your top. You have Jonathan India against Chase Anderson, 55. Probably again, pretty popular option, I would imagine here.
Yep.
Ketel Marte versus a lefty and Mueller at $4,900. Feels pretty decent.
Riley's off.
Tommy Edman at 46 with dual eligibility against Wade Miley at 46. I'm going to lead off for the Cardinals.
Yeah, we just need him to hit more.
He hits lefties.
I know.
400 against left-handed pitching.
Here's another guy that just needs to just give up the switch hitting dream, you know?
Or only be in the lineup against lefties, because why bother?
Right.
Why hit him ninth? Just take him out. There's got to be somebody else.
Right.
Morel gets Javier, man. I don't know. Does he just keep hitting home runs? Like, does he just sit fastball and just wait? Like, what's the?
I mean, he's gonna continue to do what he's doing. He's gonna strike out and hit a lot of home runs and steal a lot of bases. Like, that's just what he's doing,
5 hits and a homer for the last 3 games for Andres Jimenez, if we're talking about lefties here.
Dude, the last 3 games for the Guardians, I know like they've only 4-8 and 4 runs, but like the 3 guys that we've mentioned, Ramirez, Jimenez, and Naylor, they are doing all the damage for them. So yeah, I mean, he was the highest paid second baseman, I think, or one of the highest paid second basemen, or whatever it was. He got that massive extension regardless of where he ranks amongst paid second basemen, because he's a really good baseball player who's just struggled out of the gate. So
we'll do a super small sample size here just to help your argument. Over the last 7 days,
okay,
against right-handed pitching,
okay,
Cleveland has a 16% strikeout rate,
okay,
an 848 OPS, a 500 slug, a 200 ISO, a 353 WOBA. That's the last 7 days.
Thank you for helping my argument.
So, just letting you know, if you extend that sample size any larger, it blows everything apart. But in the super small sample size of 7 days, they are among the best teams in baseball against right-handed pitching.
Well, you know what? You play them when they're hot.
Let that carry the water for you.
Right.
A little further down here. Hey, Merrifield, who's going to hit the middle of the lineup again. He's 37. No one's going to play that.
Nope. Your boy Dubois did another. What do you say, John?
Though?
He had he's going to get 5 fantasy points no matter what. Single and a run. I mean, even if he doesn't score in this game, single and a walk, he'll find a way to 5 fantasy points.
Yeah. That's probably it for me here.
Yeah, searching through Jordan Diaz maybe against a lefty. We saw him triple dong in Yankee Stadium last week. That is probably it. If you wanted to play Colton Wong, he's maybe shown signs of life, but he's like literally been one of the worst players in baseball this year.
Yeah. Okay, over to third base. A lot of top tier guys, as we talk about every slate here. You've been mentioning Jose Ramirez, 440 slug, 778 OPS the last 10 games for him, 5 hits, 3 doubles in the last 3 games for him. So, it's a spot at 5,200 if you like it. Otherwise, Machado still for me probably plays against Singer. I'm not really a believer in that. Arenado's been heating up, man.
Yeah, he homered again on Monday.
Today. So, against Wade Miley, his splits against lefties this year aren't great, but it could be a spot to turn around. We have Josh Jung against a lefty, $4,700 against Schuster here. I don't know, man. What else are we looking at for you? Yohan Moncada's back, eh?
Yep, favorite player. Jose Ramirez, by the way, cheapest price tag he's been this year, $5,200. Yeah, I think Arenado looks great. Homered for 4th straight game on Monday. I may or may not have traded him away in FSGA.
We had somebody in our Discord the other day ask if he should drop Arenado to pick up Alex Bregman. And I said, 1, what kind of league are you in that Alex Bregman is also a free agent? But 2, no, I would stick with Arenado because Bregman's been abysmal.
Yeah.
Hopefully he heeded the advice and still has Nolan here.
Hopefully he did, DeMarco.
But also, what kind of 6-man league are you in where Alex Bregman is also a free agent?
Well,
to that point, I guess Alex Bregman has been.
He might be showing up a lot more waiver wires hitting the summer months. Yeah, I mean, I think Arenado is the creme de la crop if you're not playing Jose Ramirez here. Josh Jung, I don't know if I can get there 4,700, like especially with Arenado just $200 more. He's really slumping, and I know he's been good against lefties, but I don't know if that's enough for me. I probably don't get to anyone else until
Emmanuel Rivera is $3K.
Yep, Emmanuel Rivera. Emmanuel Rivera's, and then Casey Schmidt, third base shortstop eligible. By the way,
Hey,
that's with the return of. I'm not going to play him against Wheeler most likely, but it is.
Crawford's now at short, so Schmidt's
Yeah.
playing third.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I got nothing else over here.
I don't think there's anything else.
Shortstops. Talk to me.
We have a individual that is $2,000,
Stroll. Yeah.
and he is 1 for 2 with a double in his major league debut thus far.
In course.
In course, so like I understand once again that it's the same conversation we had Monday, like with a few more guys, right? It's you can play any of these people, but when we talked about the value tier at pitcher after Jordan Montgomery, there was not a lot there. The way that you can get a Christian Javier plus a Kershaw or a Kershaw plus Montgomery or however you want it is just use the 2K shortstop that's likely going to hit second again. I like Matt McClain. I think he makes the most sense at shortstop. He was 40%. It's probably going to happen again. Now, if you're not
Especially that he
playing,
had a hit today and probably.
yeah, I mean, plus what's to come, at the time of this recording. So, I think Bobby Witt at 5K, he's heating up. Back-to-back 2-hit
Power
games.
and speed for him as well.
Yeah, power and speed are super serious. He's actually been better against righties. If you like you said, you don't believe in Brady Singer, Xander Bogaerts is not this bad. He literally hit like 330 last year. So
what do we think of Jalen Beeks? He's just going to be the long reliever in this game or the opener?
It says he's going to be the opener, and then Chirinos is going to be the long reliever. So, I would suspect that's the case. Chirinos, by the way, just nothing but cannot miss bats. Does not miss bats whatsoever. But that doesn't one at bat against Beeks and the rest again. I'm so out on the Mets. Did you see their last home run was May 10th?
Yeah. 50. It was 50 at bats or something like that. They were saying.
It's just impossible to get to. So I'm out on Lindor. Edman, as you mentioned, you could play here. Then it's probably where, John?
Ezekiel Duran.
Yeah. Ezekiel Duran. And then all the way down to our boy McClain.
Yeah, McClain, who just scored a Rayleigh single. So
Dejong? Would you play Dejong?
He hits righties better than lefties.
He hits righties better than lefties? Okay.
This year, yeah. Edmonds the guy. He just has multi-position eligibility. We talked about that.
Yeah, yep.
But no, not really much else. Outfielders, again, a lot of talent here. Acuna was our number one guy during the 5 o'clock live stream. He is homered tonight. He gets Dane Dunning, who has been an absolute ground ball machine.
Yep.
But Acuna is just ridiculous. If he gets on base, he can steal 2. I don't know if you saw the report, the news item the other day. Red Sox prospect Rafael Cedeno stole 7 bags in a game. I mean,
no, I did not. But that is
he stole 7 bases in one game. So I'm not saying we're getting that out of Acuna, but he could steal 2. Yeah,
he could. He sure could.
So
I mean, Ronald Acuna, dude. He if there's one player in the league that if you were who's this player that hit 2 home runs and had 4 stolen bases in the same game, I would say Ronald Acuna would.
All right.
10 out of 10 times. So would he be the first guy to get you 80 fantasy points? That would be the first guy, non-pitcher that throws a no-hitter, right? Acuna could be that guy.
How many did Mountcastle have when he had the 9 RBIs and the 2?
50? I think he had 50.
Yeah.
But
add in a couple
stolen bases, yeah.
Maybe. Listen, he's certainly there. Harper against Cobb, I think, is okay here at 6K.
Would you play Judge after double donging on Monday? I mean, I know Gossman is
the Red Sox knocked Gossman around pretty good a couple starts ago.
Gossman has been crushed twice and has just been dominant in every other start. destroyed against Houston, destroyed against Boston, and then just like shutouts every other start he's made. He's actually allowed 3 earned runs outside of those 2 starts, dude.
Yeah. 2 home starts, 15 innings, 3 runs, 24 strikeouts, 11 hits in 15 innings, though. So maybe I probably won't go there. But Judge is only 5% today. So
double down.
Yeah, nobody played him. You can always play Aaron Judge. This man hit a bajillion home runs last year. Same thing with Tatis. Can play Tatis against Singer. They're fine.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't go outfield only eligible bets.
Probably not.
I think I'd go there.
Over's been too good.
Soto's 57 is fine. He's back to where he should be.
That kind of feels good. That kind of feels good, though, right? Like,
I know it's back to where he should be, right? So,
Brady Singer splits this year. Oh, he's been bad against everyone, but lefties a little worse. 960 OPS against lefties, 408 WOBA against lefties. So that feels pretty good. Soto hitting 302 against righties, 438 WOBA.
Yeah, and he's heating up.
That feels like prime Juan Soto again. Yeah.
Ben hot. He's 676 slug last time. So.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Schwarber's got home run power. Chris Bryant, I guess, against this Williamson kid, 5,100.
Yes.
Probably okay, right?
Yes. Do we know? I want to look. Well, I'm going to look up Brandon Williamson. This is a U thing. I'm going to look up where he ranks in their system here, John.
Okay.
According to MLB.com, he is their 10th ranked prospect. 6'6" from the left side. But the note still says he's been terrible at AAA. So
and now he's in course. So, again, Chris Bryant, if there's any power left in this bat, we'll see it here. He's hitting 300 on the year, right? 5 bombs, so should be the right split spot for him at $5,100. I feel like maybe we can check this on me. Is Blackman hitting lefties well this year?
I feel like Blackman's just hitting. Let's see. Blackman against lefties.
Like, I know he's a lefty, but I thought I saw the other day he was actually hitting them okay. Or maybe I'm lying completely.
Charlie Blackman. Sorry, taking a little longer than expected.
I get that internet connection, speed it up.
Sometimes. Lefties is 267.
Okay.
He has a 710 OPS, 033 ISO.
All right. Not as good as I thought. Maybe it was just had it reversed. I thought I saw him like hitting lefties well, but obviously the numbers do not bear that to be the case. I mean, are we going at Ober at all? I mean, Outman's here at $4,600. We know that there's some power in that bat. Bellinger gets Javier at 46. Springer 44 against Herman. We mentioned Quan already. No power.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. This price is too much for me.
Yeah, no power. 9 steals though. Like maybe
you could just play Brent Rooker for $100 more or $100 less.
Dude, Rooker, Aguilar, a little mini stack there.
Yeah, and if you want to throw in like a Story as well,
sure, super cheap. Fraley 4,200 didn't move his price tag at all.
Nope.
Let's see here.
Grishik 41.
Yeah, Grishik.
He gets a lefty.
Really good spot for him there. Lourdes gets a lefty if they'll let him play.
Let Lourdes play.
Right.
You know?
Profar leading off against a lefty at 39.
Yep. He's been better. He's been better from the power department.
Yeah. McCormick had an RBI tonight, but I don't think I'm going to get Steele for him.
No.
Melendez outfield only for Melendez.
Yeah, they're converting him strictly to outfield now.
$3,500.
Because they're playing they had the 3 catchers in there. And I was like, we probably can't do this.
Anybody that I'm missing for you?
Anybody you're missing? Nobody that you're missing. The Cardinals are gonna start.
Grossman probably hits second again.
Yeah, he'll hit second again. Juan Yepez will bat in the middle of their lineup, and you just don't know if he's gonna get pinch hit for. He's been kind of bad. Ramon Laureano, 3K. If you want to play the Oakland side of things, like it is what it is, right? Like he's fine. Atlanta's incredibly interesting because all these guys are hitting. Like all of them are literally hitting. So all these outfielders you could play.
Orlando Arcia just homered, by the way.
I know Orlando Arcia just homered. Play any of these guys. That's probably it. I don't think there's anything that we overlooked at all.
Okay. Well, we got enough time here. Why don't we give a home run call here, James?
No cores. We'll do what we did last
One
core
cores,
slate.
one non-cores home run call.
My
I'll let you pick which
cores.
one to go start with. Cores, okay.
I'll start with cores. I'll go with Randall Grishik as my home run call.
Randall Grishik home run. Okay, I will go same team. I'll go Chris Bryant.
I like that one.
I'll say those two guys. Homer, give me your non-cores home run play.
My non-cores home run play, Juan Soto against Brady Singer. Actually, Jose Ramirez.
Sticking with the Cleveland.
I'm gonna go Jose Ramirez, dude. It's been again like I just cannot get over the fact that everyone nothing suggests Lance Lynn is the guy that he was. All the numbers are bad for him. He has a 7.5 ERA. I just keep coming back to it. Like he's allowed a home run, at least one home run in 4 straight games. He's allowed in 8 starts 11 home runs this year.
He does have a career best 10.9 K per 9.
Dude, we're just like selling out. It's like he's just. It's like
his xFIP's 386. He has a 22% home run to fly ball ratio. That's not good. 364 BABIP, also very, very poor.
Yeah, I mean, like
his walks are almost double his career average, though. So a lot of free passes. What's his hard hit here? 38% hard hit
brutal.
3.8 Sierra.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the Sierra and the xFIP, obviously,
the home runs are impacting that, right?
The home runs are brutal.
Yeah, 39% fly ball, 36% ground ball, 25% line drive rate for Mr. Lance Lynn.
I mean, the ground ball rate, he's a 43% ground ball pitcher for his career, pitching to a 36% rate. Yeah. Like, that's down. Fly balls up. Like, that's just a terrible recipe. Line drive up, just a bad recipe to continue to stink. Even if it is like luck driven, you know, like.
I mean, his expected ERA is still 5.43. It's just that he has a 7.5 current ERA.
Right.
Almost 2 runs different between his expected and his current, but his expected still god awful. If he had a 5.4 ERA, we'd still say the exact same things we're saying now.
Right. Exactly.
That doesn't really change much there. All right. Give me your. It was up to me. I'm going Christian Walker. Christian Walker is my non-cores home run.
That's a good one. I like Christian Walker.
Okay, let's build a lineup. We'll build a cores lineup, and then we'll build a non-cores lineup. That's what we do here when cores is on the field. Do you want to start off with cores or non-cores?
You take the reins on this one.
All right, we'll go non-cores first then. I think Montgomery has to be included on this. I just think that matchup is just too good to avoid.
Yeah, fine with that.
I want to try a Kershaw Monty spot here. So that is $39.50 a play. Catcher, we had quite a few characters that we liked here, but just knowing that Gabriel Moreno is $2,800.
He is. This is steady Eddie right here. This is where we go when we need a punt catcher. We know Gabe Moreno is going to be under 3K for us.
I agree with you 100%. So here's the next question: do we go Christian Walker or do we go Josh Naylor?
I mean, I think Christian Walker is the better play, like most of the time. Like if I'm building 10 lineups and I'm only using Christian Walker and Naylor, I'd have probably like 70-30
Okay.
in favor of Christian Walker.
Okay. For this specific instance, though, I will go Josh Naylor with you.
Is it because we are going to be using Jose Ramirez most likely at third?
We are going to use Jose Ramirez at third here.
Okay.
At that shortstop, we are going to go with.
I feel
not using McLean because we can't.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should just be like he's literally 2K, but I understand.
I'm gonna go Wade Miley. Not Wade Miley. Tommy Edman against
I'm like, what? What did you just say?
I don't know. All
right. What did Rebecca do with you, John?
$3,900, second and 3 outfield spots here.
$3,900, second and 3 outfield spots. All right, outfield. Who did we like value wise? A Story. Was that like? Who else did you like? Robbie Grossman was 2,900.
I like Ruiz. Yeah, Ruiz is fine.
Grishik for. Oh no, we're using no cores.
Double it up.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. 4K for second baseman and an outfield. We could also move Edmund to second base too. We could do that.
We could. Who was the shortstop we would play in his place? Schmidt, but he's a tough spot. Ezekiel Duran, 3,300.
Yeah, that works. And then we got a $4,700 outfielder.
I'll like against Pivetta.
Quan.
No.
Okay.
Like, I'm not against it. I just like, dude, look at this guy. I don't know.
I listen. I don't disagree. Their offense sucks in general, But if you think, let's see. If not him, then
I mean Kelnick against Pivetta. Are you against that?
No, that's fine. 47 that place.
Do a little one-off there.
Little power here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is our current non-cores. We got Montgomery, Kershaw, Moreno, Naylor, Edman, Ramirez, Duran, Ruiz, Rooker, and Kelnick. So let's go now and make our Coors Field lineup here, James. Let's see what we got. Actually, quickly, let me see what we can do with
Christian Walker.
No, I want to see what we can do with this.
All right, so we're off Kelnick, Rooker. I would say those are probably the first 2 names we'd drop off. We'd also might have to move off Kershaw to like one of those 9K guys.
Sure.
But I mean, I just didn't.
I agree with you. I think where are we going with that?
Bieber, Wheeler, Javier. Those are my 3. I mean,
yeah,
I think Javier probably has the most upside. Bieber probably has the best matchup. The White Sox have been pretty bad.
I just hate relying on the Cleveland offense, but
I know. I don't disagree, and it's a really good hitters environment in Chicago.
Yeah.
And Wheeler has been really good.
Giants hit righties, so
yes, but there's like things that are not going well. Like Brandon Crawford's back in their lineup.
Sure.
They lost Jock Peterson. I think yes, they got Yastrzemski back. They get Lamonte Wade back in the lineup.
I think Javier works.
Okay.
All right. So we got Duran, Story, Gabriel Moreno. Let's go Pavin Smith here. Let's do another
lefty. You want to go lefty?
Lefty.
So
what do they do?
Muller's been bad against lefties, John. I just don't know if Pavin Smith is
going to be in the lineup. Play.
He's had 11 at bats against lefties this year. So
yeah.
I was gonna say Emmanuel Rivera. We didn't play in our non-cores lineup at third. We played Ramirez. Yeah. Man, they have so many good guys against lefties this
year. I know. Let's see. What can we do? We have 4,100 basically a play.
This is our non.
Would you do Lourdes here? 39.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's 42. That'll give us what? Rooker probably. Rooker's 43.
No, Rooker's 43. Bader, no.
But what if we
Hooker, no.
did Bieber and then we go to Rooker?
I mean, I like all three. You could talk me into any of those 9K.
Yeah. We can even go back to Kelenic here, actually. If you would rather Rooker or Kelenic.
Probably. Ooh, that's a good one. What about you? What do you think?
I feel like Rooker's is Rooker still hot here? Yeah, Rooker's still the guy hitting better.
He just hit that walk-off over the weekend.
Yeah.
He
But lefty power against Kelenic just been the thing all time. So I mean against Pivetta. So
yeah.
all right, we'll go this for the Cardinals that
and
I
in
like.
Fenway too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll ride this as our Cardinals play against Wade Miley because I definitely am a big fan of that for sure. So Montgomery, Bieber, Moreno, Goldschmidt, Edman, Arenado, Duran, Ruiz, Gurriel, and Kelenic there. It's a little two-man, not connected stack for Arizona, but some exposure, and then the one-off play there. All right, let's build our Coors Field lineup. I'll just immediately plug in McLean because we know we're going to go there at short.
Yep. We're going to go to Fraley. We're going to go like same suspects in the Reds, right? Fraley again.
So we go Fraley, but let me ask you now, what do we do with like Profar and Bryant and Grichuk? Which ones are we playing here?
I feel like
probably, right?
Grichuk has been the best of them. Even, I mean, it's a small sample, but he's continued to hit. Like he's did it again on Monday night too, right? RBI or a double and RBI or double and a run scored. Do we have any? Like, there's nothing in the infield that we really want, right? Tovar, I think, has hit lefties very well this year. If we wanted to go there at short, but we didn't even like mention him in our analysis. Which
no,
is
he wasn't really on my radar much. I mean, what did we were just spending up at third. That was kind of like our play. So
Tovar's at short.
Sure.
But we have McLean. Yeah, duh. Sorry.
Could one off Arenado, one off potentially there.
I mean, Arenado's homered in 4 straight games and he gets a lefty. You're not talking me off Arenado. You're not talking me off Arenado here. So I'll go Arenado, 49. Yeah, let's use him as a one-off.
All right, hold on here. Second base. Arenado's one off. I put Christian Walker in, but we could consider Jesus Aguilar and go really down low. But Aguilar like Rooker.
Oh, we're playing so much Oakland again. We're doing it again. We're doing this thing.
No, we're not. I'm not.
We're doing this thing again.
We're not getting as
we're doing this thing. We're playing Oakland again. Oh, we're playing Oakland.
We're not doing it. You don't know what we're doing. You have no idea what we're doing.
I know.
So I'm just like throwing it out there, like a little preview, what like could be. Just a little look-see. Kershaw, Bieber, Gabriel Moreno, Jesus Aguilar, Tommy Edman, Nolan Arenado, McLean, Fraley, Grichuk, Rooker. If we want to do that, just mentioning it. Or
I do like the pitchers. I will say this: it gets us 2 top arms.
Gets us 2 top arms. If we wanted to drop back down to Montgomery here, we have a $6,400 outfield spot, which could be used for
anybody
we wanted.
Soto.
If you wanted to get another Colorado back, because we don't have it, like obviously Bryant's here, it gives us $1,300. We can go up and play anybody. Steer.
Yeah, probably Spencer Steer.
All right. And it gets the same 3 we just played today.
Wow, you're steering the ship. You're steering the ship here well, John.
And then we got Kershaw, Montgomery again. And if we wanted to, mix and match, like I'm sure we could find Bieber and Javier. And now we have 2 top pitchers mixed in with everything, even though I think Montgomery could also be a top pitcher on this slate.
I agree.
Matchup. So if you wanted the salary savers, you could do it. Here we have a 5-pack Coors stack with 3 Cincinnati, 2 Colorado, with a 2-man St. Louis stack against Wade Miley, and then our just everyday punt catcher in Gabriel Moreno with two top tier pitchers. So those are kind of the lineups that I'm looking at. Again, this is the first look. James and I will obviously be back live at 5 o'clock Eastern time with all of the updates, whether it be weather, lineup. So if you're tuning in back here on the Better Sports Network, Fantasy Alarm YouTube channel, Better Sports YouTube channel, you can catch us back with some live questions. We'll help you with build your lineups there. Howard Bender, again, will be on the playbook. If you're not yet an All-Pro member, you can see the scroll down below. If you're listening on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever, you can go to fantasyslam.com/all-pro. Use promo code MLB50 to save you 50% off the first 6 months. That is $19.98 a month for the first 6 months, and that takes you through the first month or so of the NFL season, because you get not only the MLB DFS content here, but you get access to everything that we have on site. MLB, NBA still going on, NHL, MMA, PGA, NASCAR, all of it's covered here in the All-Pro package. And maybe more importantly, you get access to our premium Discord where we're running daily best ball drafts over on Underdog Fantasy. You can use promo code Fantasy Alarm when you go to fantasyslam.com/underdog. You get a 100% deposit match over there. We're doing a billion best ball drafts hosted by Andrew Cooper, Howard Bender, and over there getting everybody ready for the best ball fantasy football season. So a lot of great things happening. If you're not already a member, you can click the link in the description, or again, you can go to fantasyslam.com/all-pro to join today. James, final thoughts for the people at home.
It's going to be an interesting slate. I'm trying to see if we have any updated over-under on in the Cincinnati game, because doesn't it feel like this
They're at 8
feels,
runs already through 4 innings. So,
and this game feels inevitable that with Chase Anderson and Williamson is going to be 1-0, right? Not really, but I think Coors is a great spot. I think there's a lot of elite pitching. It should be a fun slate. Come join us. Come join the family. I know we have a lot of people watching on our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up every day. That helps our channel grow and helps, continue to, keep the lights on and bring in this bomb ass content we put out every day, John. So for all those on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the video, comment on the video, comment on our live streams. Give us your feedback. Give us your thoughts on the slate, whether it's roster construction, whether it's, 1 versus 1, or what pitcher to use. Any question, John and I are here to help you guys. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So let's keep killing it.
Amen to that. All right, everybody. We'll be back at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Talk to you all later.